it. That's how you do it, by the way. It's the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast.
I like Saturdays.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dan Carroll. Didn't have the same energy.
Oh, you actually listened to one of our fucking podcasts.
I have not seen the whole thing. I watched about the first 20 minutes of it.
It was great.
And always great when Dan Varner sits in. And it looks like you boys had a good time. But the opening lacked a little something, namely me. So,
well, you're allowed to feel that way.
Where were you on Saturday, by the way, Dan?
Saturday, true story.
Well, I would not expect you to lie to us, but go
ahead.
Ever
since my wife and I have been married, we have, when it comes to Christmas time, on one day a year, we do our Christmas shopping. She saves money all year round and puts that money in the bank. And so we pick one day a year and we do all our Christmas shopping on one day. We go out, we hit the stores, and we spend all day and we buy Christmas gifts. And Saturday was that day.
Do you drink during the course of this day?
The cocktails are had.
Okay.
We, we try to get out in the morning, and then there's a lunch break, usually at a Mexican place. A few margaritas, right?
Gotcha.
Little day drinking of margaritas, nothing wrong with that. And last Saturday we were out till almost 9 o'clock.
How many
and then we stopped in
shopping for?
Well,
how about you introduce Rob? Introduce me.
Well, he asked me a question.
I know.
was just answering
and then we'll get into the story time.
All right, there you go. Rob Herkings.
I'm Rob.
I'm Rob. That's Jason. There we go. Hi. Let's move on. How many people were you shopping for, Dan?
Well, we've got, there's some in-laws. There's.
I would rather hit my dick with a ball peen hammer.
Well, here's the thing.
Than do that shit all day.
I decided this a long time ago.
I understand it's your tradition. And I get it, and more power to you.
It's
God bless.
It's one day a year, so that way I can mentally prepare myself that I know that's what my day is going to be. Oh. And when we're out all day and we have fun, but we get it all done in one day, and then we come home at night and we got a whole carload full of shit and we unload it and the shopping is done. It's done in one day. So
I just wait and I'll probably start.
But
tomorrow.
my tactical error this time was that we did not have a podcast scheduled for that day. So this was scheduled after I said I couldn't do the podcast on that Saturday. And I also did not realize the Bengals were playing a game on Saturday. So I missed the entire Bengals game.
You normally miss
you hate the Bengals. So
I do not.
You do so.
Dan, you forget
I have been
when
the Bengals sucked, I was highly critical of
them.
Who
got 86 out of somebody's house?
I did.
Because of your lack of Bengals spirit.
I didn't sufficiently support the team to your liking.
You're right.
So, yeah. So you said, see you later.
Yeah.
It's pretty hardcore.
You will not be welcome back. I love you, but you're not watching Bengals here. You can come over at 4 when the Bengals are over.
I've watched games at your house subsequent to that. So when that's water under the bridge.
That's still a funny story, though.
God,
if you don't like them, get the fuck out.
I would rather walk down.
It was honest criticism. They sucked back then. And they're a little bit better now.
Ooh, Rick Barrick's watching on Facebook.
I would rather walk down a prison hallway with my pants low and a sports bra on and KY jelly and a limp wrist than going shopping all fucking day.
It's one day. It's one day a year.
Well, it's one rape day.
That's a thing.
I'd rather do that.
It's a thing I do for my wife.
No, I like the tradition that
we have done it that way for a long, long time.
I'm not knocking the wife tradition. I'm just knocking the fact of going to store to store to store. It's 2023, Dan. We got phones and computers.
I don't want to go to Kroger to buy the provisions that I need to survive.
No.
I don't even want to do that.
We usually get gift cards there because you get the
fuel points,
the fuel points and all that, which is good.
Did you buy anything for the Varner Foundation for Children?
We might have.
I call bullshit. But for those of you that are interested, the Varner Foundation for Children and Families want to take a moment to talk about foster care. We believe those who open their hearts and their homes to take care of kids are among the most special of our friends and neighbors. It can be a strain on anyone's budget, and sadly, more than half give up in their first year of fostering because the resources just aren't there. That's where the Varner Foundation comes in. A 501c3 nonprofit, the Varner Foundation enables foster care agencies to help in a hurry. A car repair, a prescription, an extra bed, even a new pair of shoes, or a gift card, Dan. And many times a single phone call gets it done. 100% of the money donated to the Varner Foundation goes to the mission, period. You heard that right, 100%. You can help make a difference in a child's life today. Donate to the Varner Foundation. That's the VarnerFoundation.org. VarnerFoundation.org. Big benefit coming up December 23rd, this Saturday at Tap House in Anderson Township for the Varner Foundation for Children. We're going to raise some money. We talked about it on Saturday with the good Dan, and we had a blast. So just keep that in mind. If you're in the 513 area code area, come to the Tap House. It's on 5 Mile Beachmont area.
I do recall making a $200 donation to the Varner Foundation earlier this year.
That was my money.
It was also like 8 months late.
I don't think it was your money.
It could have been $6,000 to these kids.
Did it come out of your pocket?
I forgave you for the $102.50 you owed me on the one bet.
No, that was the way the deal was structured.
And then we nagged you enough to where you went over the top. There was no what the fuck are we doing? An investment?
I'm just saying that's the way it was structured.
All right.
I made a donation to the Varner Foundation.
You did.
End of story.
8 months later.
Oh, we got 2 of those 100 things.
How was your guys' day?
Long, very long.
I had radio early this morning from
You had a friend Jim Serger on this
5 a.m. to 9 a.m. I had Jim Serger on in the final half hour of the show talking about his new book, Jump.
He was on Channel 19 as well.
Was he really?
It's I don't know if it was yesterday or today.
Oh, well, good for him.
Yeah.
So I'm glad the book's getting some pub, and he's going to be a guest on this show talking about his new book, him recounting the time that him and his buddies went and saw Van Halen in concert in 1984.
You already went through your copy, didn't you? We gave it to you, what, a week ago?
My copy's over there in the bag.
Okay. Has it been there since you got it?
No, I've read good portions of it.
Good portions of it, like not a good portion of the book. You've read a good portion of a paragraph here and there.
No, I've read good portions of the book. I haven't read the whole thing.
So basically, you had Serger on to interview him, so you could have the Cliff Note version of that book for the January 19th episode.
I think Jim and I had a very enjoyable conversation. It's a shame you couldn't be bothered to turn the radio on to listen to it.
I was listening to Brian Thomas.
I was Brian Thomas today.
Well, he was on 700
I knew that
WLW.
No, he wasn't. Mike McConnell was on 700 WLW.
I fucking knew that was coming.
I couldn't remember what station you were on. No, but I did see that you were going to interview him today, and I know damn well you.
No, it was a great interview. We had a nice conversation. Hopefully, sold some books, and
That'll be a good event.
I'm going to have
on the 19th of January.
I'm going to have him on 700 WLW a little bit later in the month, and we are going to do it again.
Is that the Nation station? I think
That's the big one.
Yep,
50,000 watts, baby. 50,000 watt flame.
So you got all your Christmas shopping done?
Yes.
Did you?
Would you like to do mine?
No.
Damn it.
Did you purchase anything from Engraved in USA, our sponsors?
Uh,
No, you haven't got your list done, then, Dano. All right. So Engraved in USA, if you can find them at engravedusa.com or you
I know
go to our website.
they don't have a brick and mortar store, so I did
Yeah,
not
they
buy
do.
it.
We
Yes,
were
they
at
do.
the
We
brick
were
and mortar.
there.
Well, it's a manufacturing facility.
Did you not see
No, they had a
the
gift
little
shop.
showroom that
Yep.
we walked through with all of their wares that
Oh,
they
Well,
sell?
yeah, but it's not like they do retail sales out of there.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I didn't.
Oh.
Yes, you saw.
My bad.
That was the day you fell asleep in the car, right, Keith?
I did fall asleep.
It was the most quiet drive home.
But we
ever.
got smoked drunk out there though,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was
Well, I
It
did.
was a
fantastic,
long day.
and we
I did
need to do
not.
it again.
Mommy and Daddy had an adult conversation up front. Little Danny was tucked away in the manger in the back, sleeping away.
Well, that's what happens when they pump you full of beer and bourbon.
Hey,
It was a great day.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. I can take advantage, get a little nap time in. I'm doing it.
That was a great day.
It was like honestly sitting at your grandparents' house at Christmas. You know, the old guy was.
Sometimes I do it when I'm riding around with Corbett.
Are you going to finish this ad read so I can take this thing off the screen?
Engraved in USA. You can go engravedusa.com, engravedusa.com, or you can go to our website, one more and I'm out of here.com, and shop now. Use the promo code 100% to get all our favorite stuff. In business for over 25 years, engraving your business awards, promotional items, employee customer items, brewery drinkware, golf outing accessories, promotional recognition items. If you are a small or global company, they have the team that can design and produce quality items to enhance your business. Call the team of Tanya, Tammy, Tim, or Rich, 513-682-2557. I slowed down on that one. And say 100% to get the best personal touch from our friends at Engraved in USA. If you see stuff on the website and you're like, I kind of like that. I like that mug or I like this thing. Call them. Call 513-682-2557. Ask for any of them. And they can custom order or custom make whatever you want for your business, your friends, a quick little funny quip that's an inside joke between two good friends.
They actually put a sale on today the Bring Dan Back sale. I don't know if you saw that on the
Varner
on the socials.
They're wanting Varner back.
No, they wanted Dan back. Dan Carroll.
Oh,
So there's a Bring Dan Back sale that's happening. So go, and that's serious. He put it out on social media. So go buy something.
I haven't had a chance to look yet, but if anybody in the neighborhood,
I thought it was clever.
Anybody in the 513
No,
area
yeah.
code has a panel van, we will not. I will kill the cameras in this place if you want to pick up Dan here in about 9:15, 9:30. We'll counteract that movement.
We will counteract.
A panel van.
They got great stuff, man.
I'm not getting in.
It's got a big dragon painted on the side. Hey, you want some candy?
No windows.
Although you're the one that brought candy today.
Yeah, he did. And he gives it. He's like, "Do you want an Airhead?" There's a bag of Airhead over there in a Ziploc bag. As I'm walking back, "Do you want an Airhead?" I go, "What do you do to it?"
I thought he was muling fucking drugs.
That was my first question. Then I heard him offer it to Griff. I was like, surely he would not drug my 16-year-old.
Those airheads, they're right off the production line.
Okay. I love
they're
Airheads.
fresh.
I
They haven't
do.
been sitting in a quickie mart for
No,
fucking 8 months.
They're not hard. When I
I
bit
hope
into
that
it,
satisfies your need for
Well,
airheads.
You just saying that right there.
That's what-
They're not hard when I bit into
Nice.
it.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
you walked right into that bit.
blasted like Dano's. No, they were good. I like it. I need a little sugar.
I do
why,
love air.
That's why I can read so quick.
Well, then help yourself. There's a giant bag of them right over there.
Yeah, and anybody else that works for a doctor that has syringes and medication of insulin, please bring it to our next podcast, December 23rd.
I need all the fucking sugar I can get right now.
Yeah, I did too. It was a good time. So what are we going to talk about today?
Let's talk about Kiefer getting fucked and getting mandated at work today.
Where do you guys go?
Shut up. You're so dumb. When I saw your text, I'm like, you're an idiot.
Well, you're a public servant. And you should be glad to, spend time at the firehouse.
I felt like absolute dog shit yesterday.
Protect and serve. And
had a fucking fever and was in bed all day yesterday.
You were working.
didn't you have to go on runs?
Isn't that
Yeah,
what you
I
normally
made
do?
runs, felt
There you
like
go.
shit, and then fucking ready to go home and get in my own bed. And then at
Taking one for the team.
at fucking 7:20 or whatever, they're like, "Hey, we had a no call, no show. You're next on the list.
What did
You gotta stay." I'm like, "Fuck."
you text us and you said something like, "I've been mandated. I don't get off till 7." I was like, "Oh, where you guys going?" Or what is
Yeah.
what's his name? Or
Because you think it's cute.
I think it's funny as shit.
You do, and that's
Yeah,
your
it was
sense of
hilarious.
humor.
I was
is
driving
garbage.
from courthouse to courthouse. I was like, "Oh, we got mandated."
I had to read that text about 3 or 4 times to figure out what the hell you were talking about.
It sucked.
Just
But-
sound out the big words. Dan.
Time and a half, so that's all right.
Very nice, Keith.
But now I'm not back until January 4th, so I could deal with it.
Great game by our Bengalis on Saturday. Come back.
Yes,
I like it. That was a good time. Shit.
Scary.
Shit. Yeah. I mean,
Fucking scary the whole way
Did
through.
you guys watch a game up here?
We did.
halftime,
Big crowd.
I thought we were
It's a good
losing
crowd.
by more than we were.
Had your Bengals gear on.
Did
No, he was wearing Minnesota shit. They kick you out of his fucking house for rooting against
I'm
the
just
Bengals.
saying.
And
He had
you
his,
think he was
I
wearing
know. I
Minnesota?
know he had his Bengals gear on.
I don't
that's
look
all.
good in purple anyway.
Yeah,
And you had your fake word sweatshirt on.
No, I didn't. Mary Fukumas, dude.
No, that's a fake word. I don't think it's a real word.
It's a fucking real word. You can't even read a book.
Although
Can you define it? Can you?
we do have somebody that wants to buy that sweatshirt.
Oh
I love
my
this
God.
sweatshirt. Mary Fukumas. I've been wearing it around and wishing people Merry Fukumas. They're like
What's the definition of that word?
Christmas. It is Southern Japanese dialect
No, it's not.
for Christmas.
No, it's not.
Fuck yeah, it is, Dan.
He said, "No, it's not."
I called over to Okinawa and they referred me to
I used to
Southern
work in.
village.
I used to work in Japan,
Hey, real quick.
and no one ever said that.
I'm going to interrupt you because our buddy Chris Bustler is on Facebook watching currently.
Oh, hey,
Which
Bus.
Gunny, we need to get you back on, so we need to get that scheduled probably after in the new year, hopefully.
Thanks for checking us out, brother.
Appreciate it very much, and thank you for being on previously as well. And
Yes,
hope book sales are going great, and I can't wait to get a follow up on that one.
that's cool.
That'll be a good one. Hopefully, he hasn't had any medical care lately where he's sniffing nurses and stuff. Sorry for calling you out on that one, but I had to see the reaction.
Go back and listen or watch that episode of our podcast with Christian Bustler. It was probably
Little ways
that
back,
is my favorite one because I learned so much, and we didn't even cover a quarter of what we wanted to cover. So we're going to have him back on.
Why don't we do this too? Why don't we get? I mean, we know people in the funeral industry. Dan's been shopping lately for himself. Get a casket and have Bustler show us how to wrap that casket.
That's terrible. That's
What?
terrible, Rob.
No, show us how to.
This
how
is
to-
the Christmas season. Because you're
It's
where your
Pukamoth.
where your mind went.
No,
is
I wouldn't-
Dan's in it, and I don't like it.
I was kind of thinking that, but I also agree
See,
to
I
get in the
fucking know
damn
you.
thing. I just
fucking
want
know
to
you.
see how he does it, because you can see the pictures of it in the aftermath of it, but you don't see a step by step.
Okay, moving on.
It's just nice.
Moving on.
I'll keep it to myself until I can go through the committee again for
that's
approval
terrible
on
at
ideas.
Christmas
Well,
time.
it's called a transfer case.
Correct.
Yeah, you said casket. It's called a transfer case.
The
Plato
transfer case, I believe, is on the outside.
Plato
of the
said,
casket, right?
"Tell Dan to slap Rob."
I would love to.
Well, do it.
Well, as soon as that thing gets turned off, I don't want any recorded evidence of it.
Oh, yeah?
He would love for me to do that.
Why don't somebody cover that camera, because there's multiple other cameras in here, and I have the access. We'll put that bad boy up there.
All right, so yeah, so Bengals fucking came through in overtime. Fucking cardiac cats again. Money Mac hits a field goal to bring us through. Roll into what you brought up to me right before we started.
Oh,
Since we're in the football,
okay, football. Yeah,
since we're in the football portion.
I wish this guy played more. I mean, he was prolific. He was one hell of a rusher. Gained almost 4,000 yards in his 6-year career. He was drafted first round, late 20s, and didn't really do shit after that. But he has the audacity to call it Tom Brady as an average white guy, commenting on people criticizing Tomlinson and wanting Tomlinson to leave Pittsburgh. And Brady being white, said individual Mendenhall, not. Mendenhall wants to start a new league, kind of like the XFL, where it's black players versus white players, and he is getting lit the fuck up. For somebody saying he's tired of these white average commentators talking shit when he was a non-white below average NFL player, which he has been trolled by a lot of NFL players
What's his
for
name?
being non-average. He was less than average. He is getting lit up. He put it out on Twitter, I think today, or X, whatever the hell they call it now. And he's calling for the creation of a white versus black team.
The Pro Bowl. He wants to change the
Yes.
Pro Bowl. Whites versus blacks Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
If that is not fucking race baiting, I don't know what the fuck is and why.
That is the most racist shit. Okay, flip that script. What happens?
Absolutely.
And you know what? It'll
The
be
fuck's his first name? It's Mendenhall.
Richard.
Mendenhall.
Yeah.
Or Rashad Mendenhall, whatever it
I
is.
think it was Richard. If you look at his stats for the 5 seasons, I think he played 5 at Pittsburgh, 1 at Arizona, and then he retired because he's tired of playing football. He wanted to travel. He wasn't traveling up and down the field very much.
With everything this fucking country has going on,
Yeah.
that is the absolute last fucking thing that we need.
Mhm.
Is for you to all right. Now you want to pit whites and blacks in sports and make a white and segregate the fucking teams. What the fuck?
What is it? Was he high on crack or what?
I don't think so.
I have
Man,
no
what the
idea.
hell?
I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Here's
Now,
his-
granted, there are some commentators that I would rather not listen to, and I don't think that they know what they're talking about.
So was he pissed off at
here's his exact tweet. Is it a
at
tweet?
Tony Romo?
Listen,
I'm sick of average white guys commenting on football. Y'all not even good at football. Can we please replace the Pro Bowl with an all black versus all white bowl?
Troy Aikman not good at football?
So these cats
exactly
can
what I-
stop trying to teach me who's good at football. I'm better than your goat. So it was clearly directed towards Tom Brady and others that were talking about Brady being the goat.
now,
Well,
did you see
okay.
JJ Watt's comment?
Yeah.
He goes, "We'll definitely get beat in the secondary."
Yeah.
He goes, "We'll definitely get beat in the secondary, but we're gonna get you." So it's turning into, it's already starting to fucking go this side. It's so fucking stupid.
What is the purpose of it?
I don't know. Is he trying to be funny?
No.
Roller says shirts versus blouses.
I mean, even a guy that's with Black Lives Matter at Chris Critiques, I said it years ago, Richard Mendenhall needs mental help, and a lot of it. Dude, it's been a head case for a while. Bigotry like that deserves no grace.
All right. Well, if the guy's a mental case, why is anybody paying any attention to him whatsoever?
Because it just fucking hit.
It's ridiculous. With all the shit going on.
So was it just something he put out on social media, or was he doing an interview with TMZ or
No,
something?
he tweeted it in regards to Brady indicating that the NFL is not up to the caliber. It
Well,
needs to be
that's
anymore.
not what I asked.
That's exactly what you asked. and
No, I
said it was
asked,
on Twitter.
did he put it on? He just put it out on social media.
Yeah.
And so everyone's having a conniption about
Yeah, he
it.
put it on the DMX channel. X gonna give it to you, baby, and he did.
It's so ridiculous and not. Totally unnecessary. We're already having enough fucking issues in this country, and you're gonna fucking do that bullshit. Which just shows like you can be a good enough football player to get into the league. I mean, you have to be good to get into the NFL. Now, what you do once you're in the NFL is a whole different story.
Well, you got that platform too, and you're a sounding board. And once you're an NFL player, you're still
it's exactly where I was going. You have a platform now. Stupid.
Well, if he thinks being a commentator or a play-by-play or an analyst on a professional sports broadcast, then he ought to get behind the microphone and get himself on ESPN, get a gig.
You know how that shit goes, Dan. They just throw out bullshit generalities.
Well, just get back there and see how easy it is.
Now,
go tit for tat.
Now we fell into it because we're talking about it. So I mean, we're just as guilty, but I feel that this is worth talking about.
I love
because it's fucking ignorant.
And if I didn't see that just only 45 minutes ago, I would have loved to have pulled some stats for a shit ton of players their first 5 years in the NFL that were comparable position. He had some touches at running back as well as receiver, not wide receiver, but out of the backfield. I'd love to pull some of those stats. We were talking, who was it? Who'd you say, McCaffrey?
Oh, Christian McCaffrey would fucking blow him out of the fucking water.
Allstott.
Mike Allstott.
A litany of others. So
that guy was a fucking human bulldozer. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's for somebody mediocre or less than mediocre calling out somebody else who's won 7 Super Bowls for criticizing Tomlin's playoff stats. And he didn't even say anything about Tomlin being black. His stats speak for themselves. You know, he can't get. He got one. Was it 1 Super Bowl or 2?
What, Tomlin?
Yeah, 1 lost one. So he's been there twice.
But he went twice.
But Richard has 1 Super Bowl, but he fucking barely played in the Super Bowl, and didn't perform shit. I think he lost on the lost Super Bowl. He fumbled the ball in the 4th quarter, which caused a loss, I believe. And just ridiculous. But you can't. I mean, Tom Brady's got 7 fucking Super Bowl rings. I mean, he could lose.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, it is.
Roller just said,
"That's more than you can fit on one hand."
Roller just said, "I can't wait to see the racial draft."
Nice,
oh
Roller.
God. I'm not touching that one any further.
It'll be average, Roller. It'll be an average draft. I want to see his weigh in though. Roller's weigh in on that one. You know, with the undies, we'll do it in Atlanta. You know what I'm talking about, Roller. That kind of bothered me a little bit, and we're getting close to Fukumas, and I want to try to take a deep breath right now.
God, I can't wait till it's over.
Well, there's another holiday coming up. I haven't launched it yet, but
I cannot wait till it's fucking over.
What? And he stopped saying that?
No, I go to another holiday. Fukumas is a universal term, Dan, that can be utilized in a myriad of ways.
What's New Year's then? What's the new word for New Year's?
Fuk. Honest.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I'll come up with it when I come up with it.
Yeah, so you'll make it up just like you made this up.
I did not make it up, Dan. It was told to me by a shaman that I met in southern Japan. And I was doing a trek on their Appalachian
That sounds about right.
Trail. Their version of the Appalachian Trail.
That sounds
right. Exactly right.
It's the Fuji Steakhouse Trail.
For God's sake.
It's fucking Hibachi Master right next door.
Oh, yeah. That's where you learn. That's where all the great masters go.
God, you're stupid.
What?
I love it.
Anything else, Dan? Do you have anything else? Or we're going to close this thing out. You know what Kiefer and I talked about, and you agreed. We have decided to do a white elephant gift exchange on Saturday, 12/23.
So it's happening on Saturday.
Live on here.
2 days before Fukumas, we're going to gift exchange.
So is it? Are we getting gifts? Is it a white elephant thing? How exactly do you plan on doing this? Whoa.
Yes, it is. It's going to be randomly drawn, though. We don't know who's going to get who.
There's only 3 of us. We'll swap this shit back and forth all day. Why don't we just have the Godfather, you know who I'm talking about, RD, Sexy, Rexy, pick who is the giver of each person's gift, and there's no take back. So Rex is kind of the white elephant king, so to speak.
The czar.
And whoever gets whoever, that's what you get. You got to open it on air. It's $20 max.
I already know what I'm getting you.
$20. Why did you think you're getting me?
You don't know that you're getting him.
I know what I'm getting you, and I already know what I'm getting you.
Well, I know what I'm getting you, and I know what I'm getting Kiefer. It's going to be the same fucking thing. Regardless. I mean, I'm not getting separate gifts probably. Let's be honest. I put a lot of effort in.
You're not gonna fucking go get anything. You're gonna send fucking Griff to go get it.
No,
Let's be
It'll be a
fucking honest.
stack. It'll be a stack of legal pads that he never uses from the office.
I got this out of the closet. I got this. Here's some pens for you. Here's some paper for
Some
you.
Post-it notes. Hey, you need those.
Actually, I got Amazon Prime for a reason. That shit'll be here by then. So we'll get the Godfather to do it tomorrow. We'll figure out who's doing who. And
Would you believe me if I told you I've never bought anything from Amazon Prime?
I would believe you.
I would totally, absolutely believe that.
I watched you struggle to put that computer on.
That is the God's honest truth.
I watch you struggle to turn that computer on every day.
I'm just saying. I don't like to buy stuff online.
I figured because it requires a computer.
My wife buys a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you barely know how to turn this fucking thing on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Keith, if I could probably figure it out, but if we put all these cables and shit up here with that box that sit next to you and told Carol to hook this shit up, we could sit back here and watch. It'd take 3 hours.
I'd like to watch both of you try to do it.
I could get it done before you would.
Oh, I fucking bullshit.
You know what's funny? Is I was coming in late and none of this shit was set up and I had to set it all up. So both of you eat a bag of dicks.
I was playing trivia.
I know.
You know my Monday.
I know exactly what the fuck you were doing.
My Monday evenings consist of trivia.
Yep. Got it.
Got to flex the.
I was here prepared to start setting up, but you had already got here before me and set up.
Yeah, because you drove around the parking lot waiting for him to come in and give us 20 minutes, Dan. We saw you 3 times go by the front window. Yeah. Bullshit. It's sad.
So now you're going to tell me you're sitting out there watching the parking lot.
He was watching the cameras on his phone.
Yeah, I was watching.
For God's sake.
No, I would actually love to watch you guys try to set this shit up. It'd be funny.
What's going on down here at Fort Jackson?
Tell us, Rob.
Drill sergeants dying, 2 of them within the past 8 days. When is that the one down?
I haven't seen that. I don't
know. It's kind of weird because there was one down south. Where is Fort Jackson?
You brought the goddamn story
up. It's in South Carolina. There was another one, I think, down in Mississippi or Alabama where there were, I think, 6 or 7 soldiers that have been killed in the past 4 years. Weird shit going on. No,
so,
nothing on that one. My bad.
Well, I haven't seen it, Rob. So explain it to me, motherfucker.
2 people died, both drill sergeants. 8 days. That's fucking unique.
Did they say
within
how
a
and
span
why?
of 8 days?
That's what. Yeah, when I said 8 days, that's what I meant.
Did they say how?
They
or why?
Quit breathing.
Because I'm doing some things over here and I'm trying to
I have
listen.
no fucking idea. I was hoping one of you 2 idiots knew. Dan, you're on the fucking
No,
radio.
I am not familiar with that story. And I'm not going to pretend like I am.
I thought you might have talked about it a little bit in your 50 minutes of talk today.
Was it in the Army?
I don't know.
Jesus
it's a
Christ.
fort, so it must be an Army.
Yes.
An army
So
base.
Yeah,
if you don't look at the fucking story, then don't bring
Well, I
it
was just looking at the headline. I thought Dan might have talked about it, and it's 3 hours of.
No, I did not talk about that
up.
today.
I love these.
Is it 4 hours
I
of
love it when they
Brian
go
Thomas
this way.
coverage? Brian would know.
It was a 4-hour long show today.
Brian would know.
5 a.m. to 9 a.m.
So what? You had 58 minutes of time to fill. So Brian Thomas would have known.
You don't know that.
I do.
When did that story break?
Brian Thomas broke it.
No, he didn't.
He broke it. I don't know, 153 or something.
No, you know what I did talk about though was your buddy who's the Senate staffer who was
you're rolling right where
who was getting his jollies out in the Senate hearing room.
What are you gonna say
over the weekend?
What are you gonna say on air when your face is finally shown on that video?
I haven't been in Washington D.C., so my face is not going to wind up on that video.
Oh, it's convenient that you went shopping with Paula, your wife, who can't testify against you because of marital privilege. Dan.
It happened before Saturday.
What everybody doesn't realize is we're going to start another podcast with Rob and Dan. They're going to have to pay somebody to set their shit up where they can argue back and forth. And it'll be it'll be like a separate offset of the one more and I'm out of here.
Oh, there's the guy.
You don't think it was coincidental that Dan had laryngitis on Monday?
Can be.
Laryngitis on Monday. And all of a sudden this
no, my voice I really my voice is still not 100%.
Well, I know Willie can
because whatever this
do his
fucking
program in
sickness
Florida.
I have is fucking terrible.
No, I'll see you at the end of a dock at 1 o'clock this morning on a commercial, I guess. That's what causes it, Dan.
What?
Yeah, deep throat.
Jesus Christ.
No, I saw the article. Did they show a picture of the guy? I thought they were unidentified at this point in time.
It's posted. It's up.
Oh,
No, he's already been fired.
Yeah, he's gone. He gone.
Oh shit!
And he said he's going to lawyer up.
I like the outfit though. That's hot because the article I read did not show a picture, and they said they were still unidentified. But
I saw a blurred out, and I don't have it pulled up, but I saw a blurred out video camera image.
No, it's out there.
I just don't have it pulled up.
No, when I opened my social media on, I guess it was Sunday. I mean, that video was all over the place.
It's almost like the guy that steals luggage. The fucking what was his title?
Oh God,
transportation undersecretary.
No. He was like some dude that did something with nuclear weapons or something.
Either way, they probably know each other. They probably
do. He might be the other guy in the video.
Is this
because so far only the one guy, the guy who was getting pounded, is the guy. His face is in the video, so that's how they identified him.
Is this Arnold Schwarzenegger's fucking first photo in Conan the Barbarian?
What
I mean, look at that leather shit with the.
What a dumb son of a bitch!
Fuck. I'm more disappointed that it was unprotected sex.
I don't care what the fuck you do and who you do it with,
and then
as long as it's of age and consensual. But my God, in a Senate room
where they grill future presidents and cabinet appointments. I mean, that's like a fucking serious room with serious business. And I guess they were doing serious business.
Aiden Mazie Zerposky is this guy's name.
Nobody take a black light.
And here's the statement he put out. He put out this statement. He says, "This has been a difficult time for me as I have been attacked for who I love."
His butthole.
To pursue his butthole. As I've been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. Then he says, while some of my actions in the past may have shown poor judgment.
You did it at fucking work, you fucking ass clown. Sorry. It's fucking irritating.
No, I'm glad you said that. Because that's exactly what I was thinking. He says, I love my job and would never disrespect my workplace.
Okay.
Except
for throwing poo particles and semen everywhere.
So getting butt ass naked with nothing but a jock strap on.
Oh, you've seen the video?
Yes, the video was out there.
The full fucking video.
Yes, uncensored.
No blurry lines or anything.
No, totally uncensored.
We're not playing it.
I say we play it.
We're not playing it.
And he's getting up there doggy style on and I don't know what part of the room he was in, but you can clearly see.
Was he the
rest of the hearing room out there?
Was he the quarterback or the center?
What does that mean?
Conan right here. Was he the one giving the meat missile or receiving said?
No, he was the, I believe they call that the catcher, right?
Okay,
so the pitcher and the catcher, is that?
He had the missile.
Is that what you firefighters say?
Top, bottom, pitcher, catcher, center, quarterback. I mean, I understood where Rob was at. You don't know sports.
He had
he says, I love my job and would never disrespect my workplace.
You fucking idiot.
Any attempts to characterize my actions otherwise are fabricated. And I will be exploring what legal options are available to me in these matters. So, Rob, there you go. There's a guy looking to lawyer up.
Wow.
You should send him your information.
Good luck with you, Tiger. You were in a workplace and you were a flesh sheath for your partner's sword. God bless.
And Jason,
God bless us, man. January 6th investigation was non-violent. That probably was violent.
So the picture of him in his Twitter post, he's wearing a T-shirt that reads Rehoboth Beach.
What is it?
I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation, but I
can't see that.
I know it's the same beach that Joe Biden goes to all the time.
Do we know the identity of the other individual?
Did he get his hair sniffed?
And I'm just saying. Here. See, can you read that? REHOBOTH. That's the exact same beach that Biden goes to.
I went to this beach and all I got was my hair sniffed.
And there he is with his buddy Joe Biden.
Roller, we're not playing it. Stop asking.
I say we play it, Roller. I agree with you.
Butt sex in the
butt sex on my mind.
Jesus Christ!
And he's a big Palestine supporter.
Yes.
So I guess he's unaware of how they. He hasn't seen the video that we rolled on our podcast a couple of podcasts ago.
Oh my God!
Where we showed our boys taking that trip off the 4-story roof.
We're not playing that video unless we play this one. Let's go back to Camelot.
I'm just telling you that video's out there.
Go search it.
Yeah, see, that's worrisome.
Yeah, if you want to see it, you can search it on the internet yourself because it's out there.
But I mean, I love the fact that I would never disrespect my workplace outside of anal sex.
Yeah,
blowjobs probably. Yeah. I mean, there's probably some foreplay in there involved somewhere. Little diddle, DJ diddles on the ball sack. I don't know. You fucking moron.
What is this case on?
And they want to blame everybody else.
Yeah.
When their actions come into play, they want to blame every fucking body else. Fucking idiot.
Well, that's just it. Let me
play the video.
I'm not playing it, Rob.
Will we get kicked off YouTube? If
Yes.
We play it? Will we?
Yes, we will.
Damn it. We need to get some other.
When you start your own channel,
we need to get some other.
You can play whatever you want.
Can we put it? Oh, I can't put it on Facebook. We can get off for just saying Hunter Biden's name.
So NBC News wrote it up this way, was that that this was a gay sex porn tape that surfaced 48 hours ago on a private group for gay men in politics chat. So
there's a group for everybody.
So somehow, because he posted this in on internet site where you chat with other like-minded guys, that this video got out is somehow the fault of Republicans. You see?
Oh yeah.
So that's that's someone pursuing a political agenda.
See, I see dead leg. His comment is getting kicked off instantly is worth it. Here's the deal. What was the length of time on our last ban on Facebook?
Well, I think he's talking about if you play it on your channel, it's worth it.
I was thinking risk reward. Fuck it. We could take 60 days off Facebook.
And NBC News wrote this: everyone who identified Maisie Serposky as the quote bottom man in the tape was a conservative operative trained to pounce when they get a whiff of scandal.
Pounce. I love
pounce
that.
And a whiff. Pounce and a whiff. Just right there. That's good. That's good.
And he loves his job. Is his quote which one? Blowjob or rim job?
But I
love it.
That's how mainstream media is covering this, saying it's the Republicans' fault that that this sort of thing got. That's like the gal that was running for the state senate in South Carolina, and she has an OnlyFans page where she's banging her husband on OnlyFans, and of course that all got out during the course of the campaign, and she blamed Republicans for her not winning because that stuff got out.
He posted the fucking video.
I mean, how obtuse do you have to be to not know that if you do this stuff on the internet, it's going to get out? It's out there for the entire world. How can people not understand that?
Who's going? He doesn't think anybody's going to search gay men in politics for sex or however it read. Nobody ever searches that, apparently.
Well, yeah, but the guy,
the whole goddamn group.
He works for a senator, and there's going to be plenty of people that know him.
I love the fact that they can nail down 2 naked asses in the fucking Senate, but they can't find out who dropped a kilo of coke in the fucking White House. I got a couple suspects on that shit show. What, did they just take photographs of the fucking starfish between people's ass cheeks when you go into the Senate? I mean,
we need full body pictures so that way we can identify you.
Sir, please take your sword out so I can take a photo.
It's like
I need to see your sheath too.
Like you're going to prison, bend over, spread, and cough.
I don't know. How in the hell do you not find out a bunch of cocaine in the White House? Who had that one? But we can easily. Well, this guy posted it up there, but whoever took the coke in, I mean, if you're going to do a sightseeing tour and you're going to blow a line of coke off a fucking statue in the White House, you're going to take a video of it and a pic.
But I went back and I found the cut from Seinfeld.
Was the video POV or
where George Costanza got caught nailing some chick at work, and then he's like,
never saw it.
Is that wrong?
Never saw it. Refused to watch it.
Who?
I got to plead ignorance on this one because if I knew that sort of thing was frowned upon, he says I've worked in a lot of offices and that sort of thing goes on all the time, and apparently he's right.
Let me ask a quick question though, because I haven't seen the video and I'd like to play it. Was it POV or was somebody else filming it? Or did they have a tripod?
The video I saw, it looked like.
And were you using tripod as a funny thing?
No, but I thought about it when I said it.
It just hit me.
Yeah.
It looked like the guy who was behind him might have been running the camera as well.
So it was POV. It's all back of a head. Do you see insertion on that one?
Oh God.
That was
The fact that your sick ass wants to watch it.
Well, I'm
the
just
video that I saw was as explicit as it possibly could be.
right,
Does
so-
that satisfy your curiosity?
Falconator says it was probably a GoPro.
I don't know. I have no idea what
I'm
kind
going to
of,
correct her because she said it like 3 different times.
I have no idea what
was
their
letting it go.
photographic setup was. So I'm just saying.
Don't make fun of her disability.
It was all over the internet. It was all over Twitter yesterday.
I chose not.
I'm
to,
just saying.
I
it's
chose
out
not
there.
to click on the video. I chose not to do that because I didn't
It's
want to
out
do that
there.
to myself.
Oh, we've seen some sick shit, man. Might as well just play it. Fuck it. Anybody know any other
The
platforms?
George
we can do a
Costanza
podcast?
cut. It's funny.
Yeah,
and funny.
Patreon if we set it up.
Oh man. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to.
That
be
is funny.
right.
Yeah.
That shit made me giggle.
Did anybody put music to it? What music would you put to that, man? Let's get it on. Oh, baby.
If you search it on your computer right there, you can probably find it if you're dead set on finding it.
Oh, I will. I just don't want to do it right now.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I don't know.
Well, you need a little something to get you over the edge tonight. Is that what you're saying?
No, what was his last name again? Shabaskis?
Hold on. Let me see.
That
if I
might
can
be the
find it.
next holiday next month.
He's one of those guys with 2 last names. Hold on.
Senate staffer, gay sex video. Fucking,
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm doing this right
Oh
now.
God. Oh,
But
I
sex
can.
on my
I
mind.
totally can believe that you're fucking doing it.
Do you think the
I hope that computer gets confiscated at some point.
Do you think the Jerusalem Post would have the video linked to it? 'Cause that popped up right away.
It might.
Dan, where do you go for gay porn again? I just want to know. I don't even know.
I don't have a go-to page.
Dan, do you want to hit this since you said it to me? Said it's kind of along the lines.
to?
Oh shit!
That I sent that to you because that just popped up on my feed, and
Yes.
it turns out I guess they have their gay pride event is like in August or something like that. Whenever gay pride is, I don't know when that is.
June. We were
But,
at the fucking Roller Girl. I was.
Talladega Speedway, and look how crowded it is on Gay Pride Day there.
It looked just like the Carolina Panthers Stadium.
Well, I think NASCAR is getting away from that though, aren't they? I know a lot of the hockey teams are. Isn't NASCAR sort of
I don't know.
backing off that sort of thing right now?
I'm not sure, but that's as many people that were in the fucking Carolina Panthers fucking stadium.
Does he have a fucking lampshade hanging from his lower back over his ass?
How
Are
about
you
you?
watch-
How about you watch that after we're done?
There
How's
you
that
go.
sound?
You're looking at it.
What
Now-
is?
now
Is that a lampshade?
Oh my god, you're
Fuck.
fucked up.
I don't know what it is.
You're fucked up.
I think they switch up too, by the way, because yeah, different haircuts.
You gonna give us some play-by-play there, Rob?
No, he's not. No, he's not because all the mics will be muted. I will end this stream right now.
Oh my god!
I like to think that I put a little bit of work into this, and I don't want to get fucking banned. You watch that on your own time, sir.
We're gonna write a song called "Banned in the USA." Nobody's ever done it before. What is it? Oh, they were talking about First Amendment too. 2 Live Crew, Luke Skywalker, man. I said we play it, Keith. We'll reconvene Saturday and maybe do a little Christmas play with it.
Dead Lake says, I will turn this podcast around. And that's fucking facts.
You know, but the thing, this guy's going to wind up on The View. He's going to wind up on, you name the liberal talk show. He's going to wind up there.
Oh, absolutely.
And he'll be,
he's the victim.
he'll be paraded around as some
Victim
kind of hero.
in more ways than one. He's the victim.
When a dude
living
jerking
his
off on
best life.
CNN, he sounds like a CNN employee, model employee, because they jerk off during their fucking conference calls on Zoom.
There you go. Hey, Rob,
Yeah.
Falk says you should start your Patreon. She'd pay for it.
Mo, I can.
Start your own Patreon.
It is 2 different guys, and they swap places. And the one guy, it's almost like the Christmas Story where that lamp hangs in the front window, that lampshade off his ass. It is a lamp, I think.
Was it a Christmas party that they just snuck off into a chamber?
Could have been, man. I wonder if Hunter was there. He was jewelry shopping with Joe. Remember that? Yeah, I saw that article today.
Maybe Hunter might have been there. Who knows?
He dodged the subpoena.
You never
man,
know.
And he went jewelry shopping with Joe, and
Maybe it was Eric Swalwell.
could have been
never
Swallowwell. You say Swallowwell?
Swallows well, yeah. Eric Swallows well, yeah.
We need to get shirts made. We'll talk to Rich.
I just
Oh no, it's not a lampshade shit. It's a fucking thing covering his butthole in this video. My bad. It's a fake Capitol. The dome of the Capitol. My bad. And in one photograph, it looked like a lampshade hanging off his ass. Yeah, it's
the fact of where your fucking mind goes. And I've known you for a little while, and it's amazing to me where your fucking head goes.
Well, look at this, man.
No, I don't want
was
to.
I thought it was a
I didn't click the
lampshade.
video for a fucking reason, bro.
Go to the post millennial. Look at the photograph. I thought it was a lampshade hanging from the lower part of his back. but it
Cincy
is clearly
513
the
said
lower
it's a sneeze guard. Oh my god.
part. Substitute
Now
that
that's funny.
instead of a sock. All right. Nothing speaks Christmas like this podcast.
Oh my god.
Somebody got their gift a little bit early in the Washington D.C. area. So
So is that according to your interpretation, Rob? Is that being respectful of your workplace there?
it depends if he spit on the tip first, Dan, or not. If he spit on the tip first, he was respectful.
Hey, you're great.
I'm surprised Senator's not from Kentucky. They got the best jelly. That helps. No spit, no nothing. Unbelievable.
But then you make yourself the victim.
Yeah.
You
Thank
make
God the
yourself victim.
Democrats are in charge, bringing decency back to Washington, D.C.
I'm so sick and tired of you guys of victim.
And
shaming.
really, if you can't be proud of this guy, who can you be proud
You
of?
just say I'm so tired of you victim shaming.
Yes. He's a victim.
He's a victim in more way than one. That fucking butthole apparently got
Oh.
railed out.
He's got 2 victims on him. And something else. A lot of something else. I'm sure.
That like said he got more in trouble from OSHA for not having a hard hat on.
My God. All right.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
that was a fun little tour there for 48 minutes.
I like these throw together ones. That's fun.
Uh,
What else, Dan? What else?
Comments are the
what else
best.
you sent me?
I did not see that video or the picture. I'm gonna have to look at the video.
Oh, it's gross.
You know what?
That's
Don't
so
tell Meta this, but I will create a fake account. We'll put it up there and we'll link it. How's that?
Dumb.
Why YouTube could
Yeah.
jump on it with
I'll be-
YouTube?
I'll be perfectly fine if that doesn't make it to our website.
How great of a branding idea would this be for YouTube? Play the video on YouTube through our podcast and call it a new brand of lotion, Ulube, for those spontaneous moments on the Senate floor.
I think it's a great idea for your channel.
I was just thinking.
I was just thinking, yeah, don't do that anymore. How's
Thinking
that sound?
aloud. All right. More shit's coming though, guys. I can't wait. We got to get this motherfucker. I want to get that picture put on a mug from our friends.
What picture?
The one that I thought was a lampshade on
Oh.
his ass. That was the Capitol Rotunda. Holy shit. It was a
Jesus Christ.
big ass thing, too. I mean, that thing's
All right. Cool. Got it.
all right. Wow.
What else you fuckers got?
So, Rob, have you explored that enough? You good to go?
No, I'm still processing. I got to
Still
talk.
Yeah,
processing
you're
it.
definitely processing something, and it's actually kind of concerning me because you're processing it really, really, really hard
No, I'm trying to put it
and
in.
deeply,
I'm
Rob.
trying to put it in that lockbox, and I like what you're doing there.
The governor of Texas has signed legislation today that allows local police to arrest illegal aliens. I think that's a good news.
That's
Or, that's a very good move.
unconstitutional.
Well, he signed a law, so
Yeah, they'll be released soon. You know what they need is a school bus down there, right, Keith? Little U-Haul.
the legislation makes illegal entry into Texas a state misdemeanor.
Oh, who gives a
so
shit?
it's gonna be a fucking
Those convicted under the
catch and
law face
release.
a fine
Yeah.
of $2,000 or 180 days in jail.
yeah, because they're gonna show up.
You can get fined more for shooting a fucking bird. All those assholes killing the wild eagle the bald eagles.
Jesus Christ! What time did you start drinking today?
I didn't until late.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get done until late. Those guys.
When did fiscal 24 start, Rob?
What is the
October?
I think it is November 1st, maybe. Are they
November 1st?
October 31st fiscal year?
Over 188,000 illegal immigrants have been encountered at the U.S.-Mexico border during fiscal 24.
So it's September 30th or 30th. Is that what you're saying, David J? Or is it October 31st? Fiscal year starts November 1st.
Just saying, that's a lot of illegals.
September 30th is the ending of the fiscal year.
And then the Washington Post is very concerned about Trump was great in his speeches over the weekend.
Yeah, but you get off his dick. I'm waiting for that video to come out.
I'm just saying, Trump was fantastic. Huge crowds. One in New Hampshire, one in Nevada. But the Washington Post is very upset about the language that he's using when it comes to talking about illegals. And you've got these two writers at the Washington Post. I don't know why it takes two people to write one story. But you got Marianne Levine and then Maria Sacchetti. And they write, former President Donald Trump on Sunday accused undocumented immigrants of waging an invasion of the United States. In a speech, it highlighted his frequent use of dehumanizing language and exaggerated terms to describe many foreigners seeking to enter the country.
Wow, is this article a spoof on what that video is about?
During a campaign event in Reno, the polling leader in the Republican race blamed President Biden for what he portrayed as a dangerous incursion on the homeland. Although many migrants detained at the southern border
Buccaneers on my mind right
are parents and children seeking protection. And studies show that
not unprotected
undocumented immigrants are less likely than U.S. citizens to commit crimes.
Deadlight just said it takes one to write and the other to bang in the ass. I couldn't hold it in.
You got to hold the camera.
I couldn't hold that one in.
These two, Marianne Levine and Maria Sacchetti, are absolute morons.
Good work, sir.
And numbnuts writing in the Washington Post. I mean, this is absolutely sickening. We're supposed to believe that the majority of people who are crossing illegally into the border are simply families, parents, and children seeking protection, and they're less likely to commit crimes. Are you kidding me? They have no clue whatsoever.
Look at the crimes.
Absolutely none.
Crimes being committed in the White House, or the White House and the Senate.
The Senate room.
Yeah, they're invading all over the Senate. Seriously.
Is not to circle back, and I don't want to stay on it, but is sodomy legal?
Should be
in the District of Columbia.
Oh, I'm sure it is. It's got to be.
Is it legal?
They celebrate that all the time, man.
People do it. Is it legal?
We're supposed to.
There are some states. I know it's not state, but there are some states where it's illegal.
I think Ohio.
Yeah, well, not in
Ohio. It's illegal.
No way, it's illegal.
It's illegal in Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio just made it illegal.
It was illegal when I went through my fucking lie detector test.
KY wasn't illegal. No, KY sodomy was illegal, but
No, the guy asked me when I got hired years back, have you ever committed the act of sodomy? I had no idea what it was.
Is that next to Gomorrah?
I said, what's that? He goes, you ever bang somebody in the ass?
Yeah.
I said, yeah. He goes, well, you know that's illegal in the state of Ohio, right?
I went in.
Well, no, I didn't know what the term was. I didn't know it was illegal.
We were at a federal park. So it's legal.
But I was honest with you, so I was not deceptive.
No, when I had mine, I remember me telling you that the guy asked me, have you ever engaged in cunnilingus in these states? And he named off 5 states. And I'm like, all right, 2 questions. 1, what the fuck is cunnilingus? I was 21 at the time. I had never heard of it that way. I've always heard of the slang way of saying it.
Yeah.
I go, 2, those are the only 5 states that's illegal? Yes. Okay. I haven't been to those states, so we're good.
Captain Micah said, is it legal on your anniversary?
That was definitely not happening if anybody saw that video on the presentation, so we're good. But I might go to Washington.
Can we roll that video that I sent you?
Which one?
How about
you sent me a bunch.
There was a classic fuck around and find out.
Got it.
It's a pretty good one.
Oh, we're gonna play the video now?
Well,
no, this is a different one.
Not that one.
Completely on a completely different subject.
Not that fucking.
I got excited, man.
Because you know our affinity for fuck around and find out videos here on the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast.
We'll play this one, then we'll play the John Daly.
Oh,
one,
John Daly, yeah.
and then we'll phase out.
Then we'll bail out of this motherfucker.
We'll have John Daly bump us out today.
Sorry for the late show today.
Yeah,
but no, this video popped up on my Twitter feed the other day, so I thought I'd send it to you and play it for all of our viewers. Pretty classic here. Just
scare the fuck away, you fuckhead.
And walking this guy's car.
Oh. I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro. Ooh.
I love the commentary for the video. So.
Come on, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck my fucking truck, bitch. Fuck out of the fucking road next time, you dumb fuck.
I love that shit.
When you sent me that, with me just buying my new,
would you do the same thing?
He's lucky the motherfucker didn't get shot. I just shot the motherfucker. But yeah, I would have beat his ass, especially with my brand new truck. You punch my window, my door, whatever it is.
I know. What, the guy had a stick or something, didn't he?
No, he knocked off the guy's trim, I think.
I'd have fucked him up too.
When he hit the side of the door, I think the trim flew off.
I love when those fucking idiots do that though. You remember here when they blocked the highway?
Yeah.
And one guy in the pickup truck just kept creeping until one guy went underneath. Luckily, the guy was smart enough to stay in between the wheels. That guy went on to wherever he was fucking going. But everyone else was like, they were too afraid to do it. I'd have kept fucking going. Fuck you.
Yeah, that guy.
I have the right to travel.
Yep.
I have the right to travel, and you're blocking it. So guess what? Sorry.
My car's not new, but you hit my car, you're going to take it in the ass.
in the Senate room.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Why not?
We'll close it.
Rob's got a new saying now. Hey, you want to go to the Senate chamber?
You want to go to the Star Chamber?
We'll close out with this rendition with John Daly.
So John Daly recently did a long interview with Tucker Carlson, and Tucker Carlson is buddies with Kid Rock, and so I guess Kid Rock was there with
John Daly and Kid Rock are best friends too, by the way.
And yeah, so pretty much speaks for itself. Good tune here by John Daly.
It's not a good tune, but it's funny.
That's funny.
And I've admired y'all for so long.
I would have loved
it. Can't wait to see y'all and me again. Fuck the liberals, fuck communism. I say this to all. Trump at 24, that's the way it needs to go. Get him, John! Where's this country gone? I miss it so much. Got to get the big boy back to help us out. Daddy Trump can do this. Done it before. Kid Rock for vice president. I'm so the border. It's called crocodiles, the most poisonous snakes and the rhinos. Head south to Mexico. Try crossing my border again, you son of a bitches.
You son of bitches.
Hey, he's the
John Daly, baby.
He's the figurehead.
The one and only.
Fukamas.
I mean, it was Kid Rock?
No.
You imagine all the fucking whiskey and beer that was drank in there.
Oh my
the amount of cigarettes and cigars that were
sitting around smoking cigars.
Dead leg, honestly, I thought
that is fantastic.
I thought Santa the same thing. Fuck. That is a nice beard, man. I think he's got to condition that thing. It looks beautiful.
He definitely uses spirit oil. He's got to.
Oh, hell yeah. It's beautiful.
Our next one's what? 12:23 at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Stay tuned for
that's like 5 days from now.
The gift exchange.
Gift presentation. It is 2 days before Fukamas.
What are you getting me, Rob?
I'm gonna get you some Gaza strip steaks, Dan. How's that? Stay tuned. Can't wait to see everybody again on 12:23, especially Danny Boy.
Dan, welcome back, by the way.
Glad to be here.
Glad you were back.
Dan,
And thank you, Dan Varner, for filling in for me. I appreciate it.
I'm going to change it up a little bit here. Dan, do your testicles look like John Daly's beard?
I'm waiting for that answer now. Or
I can't sing like John Daly.
Do we need to get you some beard oil for your pubes?
like a beard, like a
You know that thing is probably fucking
No,
braided.
John Daly's a natural blonde, I think.
Are you going to manscape, Dan, or not?